Behind me is Alice Eaves. The sun behind me, I don't know what you can see and what you can't. But this is the great adventure called Alice Eaves that is closed. Do we do it I would do naturally? Just walk through? Because I can see the bridge. That's saying the plant people, which is that detour thing over there, but I don't know where it goes.
Well, we could walk on the grass.
Right.
No, I don't think we...
This is grassy, isn't it? Dragged Ruth. That is one big drainage ditch. I was on the grass. What?
No one will know whether it's across the grass or
Followed the detour to the T.
Except I think we can't get through. Can we?
I'm short enough. Yeah.
We're going to have to go underneath.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
I'm not. This thing's a lot deeper than usual. Yeah, there was the detour that we took. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. The previous video I showed about this Cowrie forest dieback disease, and this is the little cleaning kit they give you when you enter, but we haven't walked anywhere. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Like I said, we haven't walked anywhere that would be bad, so. Really wish I had a better mic. Yeah. My favorite trees, fern trees. Not that I don't like the palms, but the fern trees just utterly fascinate me. In fact, this is a little short one. This is one one that sort of died back, and now it's coming back to life. Little fronds, and it will grow to be a tree just like that one, or any of the really huge ones later. My blood sugar's been a little crazy lately, last day and a half. This walk is making me feel much better now. Much. Feel kind of clammy, but it's just gorgeous. Is that a cowrie? Or is that, yeah. So, that tree directly in front, the big one, is a cowrie tree. And in an earlier video, I talked about these little kind of symbiotic parasitic plants that grow up in them. You can see them. It looks like it's the leaves of the tree, but it's not. The leaves are much further up. But there's these huge plants, like their own little mini ecosystems up in there. It's very cool. Oh, I got that bench fixed. Finally. That's a cowrie, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All these really huge ones like that one are cowrie. Oh no, it's not. It's a Kahakatea. Which is Maori for big ass tree. Oh, I'm joking. That's not scientific at all. I was going to say it looked different. Later down the walk we'll see a cowrie that is literally hollow inside. You can stand in it. All these little palm trees coming up. There's a lot of them. I don't know if that'll come out, but big slope full of green. You can see these vines that sort of knot themselves together. No, my fat tail has not tried to climb them. Because one, I can't pull my fat tail up them, and two, I don't want to fall. Yeah. This is very typical of New Zealand bush. There's lots of places that over the next years I'll be videoing and showing. It's hard to imagine just a little ways over there is apartments. This is what it looks like when you just leave nature to do its thing here. More examples of those symbiotic, parasitic, I don't know which one they actually are, plants. I have no idea what kind of tree those are. It's nice and cool in here. It's kind of a warm day. It's nice and cool. Oh, look at that big one.
Yeah. There's 4 layers to a canopy in New Zealand bush. So you've got the very top layer at the top, which is the top of the cowrie trees.
Right. Top layer is the cowrie trees.
And then when you come down, you get the king palms and you get some of the
King palms.
Kahikatea trees, which are those ones.
Kahikatea. That's that big ass tree.
Level. The third level you come down, you've got your ferns, and you see them.
Ferns and palms.
Ferns and palms. and then you get down to the ground level, which are the little tiny baby palms. But most of the time, New Zealand bush doesn't have a lot of ground cover on the actual ground because the leaves and the palm stuff that drops, you can see it around the floor, kills low-lying.
Shades it out too much. Ooh, that's pretty. Perfect.
And that's a pretty good example of a king palm. So, follow that.
Oof.
This what?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to follow this king palm. It's that tree right there. It goes up and up and up, and then the big crown up top. Hence king palm. I made that up too.
And the one in front of you is a queen palm or a new cow palm.
That is?
Yep, different palm tree.
And that's a queen palm. Apparently smaller crown. Made that up too. I may not know what I'm talking about, but I will tell you that I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful tree later, huh? I don't know if you could hear it, but Ruth was saying that you don't get a lot of ground cover here in the bush, which is very true because I've been in quite a bit of the bush here, and you don't get a lot of ground cover because the dead palm, like you see there, and the palm trees above shade everything so much. So it's a lot like a tropical rainforest or a jungle in that the shade is so intense from above that not a lot of growth can happen down below. There's a gully going through there, but you almost can't tell because of how green it is. But you see the big mound there, that's mountain that goes on up, and that's a gully where washout happened at some point over time, and all the trees have just grown right in it. The air in here is very, very moist. All this kind of holds the moisture down. These are more kahatias?
Yeah, kahikatea.
Kahikatea, sorry. Not the best pronouncer in all the world. Well, actually, I'm good, but this language baffles me. Put this little rubber stripping all over or netting or whatever that is, all over these so you have grip, because it's always wet. Now this is the old hollow cowrie, if you can read the sign. This cowrie is the oldest surviving specimen of a large forest that existed in this area. It has withstood storms, lightning strike, fire, and the miller's axe. It's approximately 800 years old. As you can see, you could literally stand inside it. And it is quite alive. Very cool. Oh, there's a trail that goes up back there. But I don't feel like having a heart attack today. Oh no, that's the low one, isn't it? That's the loop.
Does both. You can go low or up or high.
Oh, further. No. Okay, we can do this.
Okay.
Is that okay? Oh, you're in flip flops.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I know this gets kind of rough. But we're with me, so we're going slow anyway. A drainage trough to the right of the trail. Then has these pipes with the water through. Nothing new to anybody who hikes, but not everyone does. See the tops of some of these king palms and such. Oh, God, I'm fat. I hear you. Where are you? I know this mic on here isn't picking it up, but there's a bird. A really cool sound. Stops just in time for me not to see him. Or her. They redid this. This was the last time I dragged myself up. It's in much better shape now. Oh, that's where the old path was. You can actually see it. It kind of wrapped around those trees, but it was lower and probably washed out a little bit. See it down there too. It wasn't nearly this pretty. There's a good shot down. I think somewhere down there is where that bench is. That I'd commented had been redone. Or I could just be completely wrong. One of the two. This filming thing's a great excuse to stop a lot. Oh, wondering what I'm wearing on my feet? Birkenstocks. To the true Kiwi, I am a tenderfoot, as they would be walking barefoot. There's another. Say it again. Kahikatea. Can't even see all of that one because it's so tall. Now this is a pretty well blazed path. Yet somebody apparently needed that. Go this way or that way. Oh, look at that knotty old tree. That's probably a cowrie, isn't it? Yeah. As is that, I think. Whew. Oh, that's not. It's a Pariri. That. Bayati Lucian.
Looks like a cowrie.
It does look like a cowrie. Oh. Ruth gets impatient with me because she's in way better shape. If you get really bored with beautiful green things, you probably might want to stop watching because that's all it is here. There's lots and lots of beautiful green things. Yeah.
Although we're close to town, this is what New Zealand looked like 100 million years ago, or whatever.
Yep.
It wasn't that long ago, but...
Well, the one thing was saying that New Zealand is close to what the Earth looked like 80 million years ago. As you can get, it's like a living fossil. And this is true native, unadulterated New Zealand. Well, I guess not unadulterated, there is a trail. For those who wish to be bitchy about it. Oh, you can actually see some canopy up there of really big trees. Oh, this is new. And get you off that swampy area we used to have to walk through. Oh, look at that. Sun being right there is kind of a pain in the ass, but... This is where they use chicken wire. This is the older stuff. Use chicken wire down on the wood to help you keep your grip. Just don't fall. That will really hurt. Oh yeah. See right down through there. Pohutu Kawa Bariri?
Yeah, in twice. There's 2 trees here.
Oh. This is 2 trees. Kind of see this tree. It's kind of hugging around this one. It grows up, becomes its own full-fledged, while, oh, God. This is the other tree. It goes up that way. That's really cool. Wonder why I take some weird camera angles. It's because Ruth doesn't want to be on it. Bluntly put. This is just straight wicked wire here. Oh yeah. Out there is ocean. Pacific?
Yes.
Pacific Ocean.
That way is Hawaii.
Yep, go that way or you're going to Hawaii. Gotta go a long way, but that's Hawaii out there somewhere. And that's Orewa Beach, which I also refer to as Lake Orewa, because most of the time it's very, very calm. It can see peeky through there. This camera's not going to catch much of that, but there we go. But for those who like a bigger challenge, that's the stairway to oh my God, as it goes a long way. I want to show you some irony here. I just showed you where you could see out. Now this is the Cowrie Lookout. This is my eyeball height. Unless those are Cowrie right there, I'm not looking at much. Oh, I know. I got it.
Okay.
Oh, that's all Cowrie, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
All those. Yeah. A lot of that is Cowrie, those thinner trees you see growing up. So they've got a lot of years to go, because they live to be really, really old. What was the age of that one that I stood in front of?
Oh, it was thousands of years old.
Yeah, a couple thousand years old. You know, the Cowrie live for thousands of years. Oh, these are all Cowries as well. Aren't they?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Well, at least most of them. Not all. Most. Down into the pit. Oh, that huge trunk, that's a Cowrie, no doubt. And if you look at the Cowrie, the bark, you can see it looks like it's splattered with something. That sap that drips down, and when it builds up, then they on that 90-mile beach thing, they said they collect it,
Yep.
and they use it for, oh, I can't remember what they use it for. They use it for something. It's really cool. Oh, I have to look that up.
They call it amber, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's like an amber, and they carve it and make various things out of it. But it's like really hard. Do we go that way or down?
You can do either, I think. I don't remember what happens when you go that way, but
I can't either. There's another
you do go
another loop.
down.
Yeah. We'll go down.
Are you not? Okay, where are you trying to get to? Follow this one down to the bottom. You can just follow us. I'm not sure, but then we're going to turn left and go that way. So you just follow this pathway down. It comes to a T-junction with another pathway. Left takes to Old North Road. It's a lower entrance to Old North Road, but you know where you are then.
Is that where we came in? Or is that the other end?
The other end, it changes the park.
Oh, okay.
This is the second time I've done this. Found people wandering in here.
The good news is, as long as you kind of head downhill, you'll get to somewhere that goes out.
So it can be quite disorienting because it does all look the same, doesn't it? So
Gully? Did you really?
But I got to the other end and found a distraught parent who'd lost a child and she had been going round and round and it's kind of thing, you're moving and the child's moving, you can keep lifting each other.
Yep.
Why don't you stay where you are
Yeah.
and I'll run round.
Be careful.
Well, obviously, yeah, be careful because it's tricky. Eventually I found the child.
That's cool. Ruth, child rescuer. Which way are we going, right?
No, we're going to go left as well.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's what the lower trail we left comes up here.
So let's make in a place with the ground. We're back on the pathway now.
There are totara trees somewhere in here.
This is that T-junction. If we go this way, we're going to go back to the
Old North.
North Road. Yeah.
Kanuka, which is, I'm betting this tree. In a previous, yep, just keep going. In a previous video, I talked about Manuka and Kanuka. They look exactly the same when they're in like the bushy stage, and they make some of the best honey you'll ever have. It's just the texture and the flavor is awesome, and it's coming from a guy who doesn't particularly like honey, but I could eat it by the gallon. And this is what the Kanuka does. It turns into a really big tree when it gets older. Oh, they fixed these benches too. Well, the one.
The cheers never happened.
Yay!
Yay!
That family you saw walk in the background was a family who had gotten lost up in here. It's very disorienting. It kind of goes in loops and everything looks very much the same. I think I just said that to my belly. When the water's running, this is like little waterfalls. Go on down through there. Oh, they cleared that out a little bit. Oh, there's a natural drain. What? Good people cleaning their shoes. And that is the end of Alice Eaves Reserve.